From the Opelka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching OSU football with Brandon Chatmon. I'm Jenny Carlson. Brandon, we're not quite into the conference play full-fledged for the Cowboys, but obviously they got one win under their belts, a big win against Texas A&M. We're starting to sort of see how the rest of the conference, though, is shaping up. How do the Cowboys fit into the South Division picture?
Well, it seems like right now they fit in quite nicely. If you look at before the season as compared to now, it seems like things may have opened up a little bit. You've got Texas out there. They're struggling a little bit. They don't look very dominant. Texas Tech just went up to Iowa State and lost. Texas A&M already lost to the Cowboys. So right there, the Cowboys already have to feel pretty good about themselves as far as the pecking order in the Big 12 South.
What game do you think is most opened up now for the Cowboys, knowing what you know? Is there a game on the schedule that you felt like was probably a sure loss when the season began and now either maybe a win or backing closer to a win now?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the Texas Tech game. Heading into this year, I marked that up as a loss. I didn't see any way they would be able to go down to Lubbock and come out with the win. But now after Texas Tech loses to Iowa State on the road, you think, hey, maybe the Cowboys might be able to go into Lubbock and pull out a win. Obviously, it's been a long time since the Cowboys have been able to go down to Lubbock. I think it's been like 50 years or something of that nature. So it's been a while before they've been able to do it. But before the season, I automatically marked that up as a loss. Right now, I don't think it is.
Obviously, the competition maybe doesn't look as stiff as it did, but is the way the Cowboys, the way that they're playing, is that sort of changing your impression of where they may stack up as well?
Yeah, definitely the way they're playing. They're playing with more poise. Brandon Whedon's been a guy that he had only played a half of football. You weren't quite sure how he'd react to some struggles, and A&M is the perfect example. I mean, he struggled in the first half. He didn't feel comfortable. He just didn't seem like the Brandon Whedon of old, and then he comes out in the second half. Third quarter, he obviously was comfortable, obviously was confident. And before the season, we didn't know that would be the case. We didn't know how he would respond. So we know now how he'll respond in certain situations, and that's what has Cowboy fans excited.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.